Hey guys, welcome to a new Let's Play of Digimon World Dawn. I am Tamer, and let's play. So before we start, I'm doing also Let's Play of Pokemon Fire Red. It'll be a link to the playlist in the description, only for episode 1, other episode won't have it. But anyway, let's start. Which is boy, because, you know, well, we're supposed to put my real name, Diavid, which is just 5 letters. Kinda sucks how they only have 5 characters. Usually that happens. Anyway, this is my second time recording this, mainly because Audacity likes to not work. It starts to lag halfway through the capturing, and it's like, if it lags, it desyncs, desyncing. It's just a problem. Anywho, there's 4 packs here. You can choose from 4 different Digimons. Coronamon, which is the Digimon in the middle, will be in every single pack. It doesn't matter. It's like, oh, I don't want that one. He's in every single one. There's a counterpart to this game, which is Digimon Dusk, which is basically like Fire Red and Leaf Green, Digimon Dawn, and Digimon Dusk. Basically, they're basically the same thing, but, you know, different in some way. Anyway, the first pack has Rise Greymon and Andromon as this thing. It's a balanced pack. Digimons are more balanced. So, yeah. Attack pack, attack pack is more offensive, so they're stronger, they can do a lot of damage. And, you know, you have Growlmon and Mega Seedramon. That's what the M stands for, if you guys didn't know. Speed pack has Airdramon and Sinduramon, which is basically fast Digimons. Sometimes these Digimons will go 2 times before your enemy does, so that's why speed kind of takes part. And the Japanese pack, which is basically like a theme pack, has like Japanese type Digimon, which are Reapermon and Keratinmon. I have used all these packs, so if you guys say which one's the best, they're all pretty much good. They all have their own features, like balance. It's balance, attack is strong, and speed. You get Airdramon without DNA Digivolving and finding them later in the game to get a certain Digimon that is actually pretty good. And that's just that. It's just but I'll be using the attack pack not because everyone uses the attack pack. I noticed I've clicked on 5 different Let's Plays and everyone chose attack or balance. Some people chose Japanese. No one really chose speed, which is strange. But I'm choosing attack because it was my first ever pack I chose. Anyway, so for Coronamon I have a name for him. Names don't really matter. Just I choose to name Digimons because they're kind of cool. But I'm going to name him Mr. Shine, because he has the sun kind of thing. And also because it's based off the Kirby enemy, the boss from Kirby, which is, you know, sun and the moon. I think it's Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, I believe. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to name Growlmon Laxus. I should have checked this, because like I said, I recorded this before. Laxus is the lightning dragon. The lightning dragon slayer from Fairy Tail. Now, I named him Laxus because the evolution I'm going to go isn't the main evolution. It's actually a machine Digimon. I could have probably named him I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll just say Laxus. Anyway, for him, we're going to call him Unagi, which is, I believe, the Japanese name for ill, which, you know, is the electric snake thing in the water. But also, that's the name of the Mario 64. Ill. Anyway, David, what are you doing? Alright, yeah, okay, I'll do voice acting in like episode 2, but my voice acting sucks. There's a layout, you guys probably see it, you know, the orange background, just because, you know, it's sun, dawn. I use the rising sun effect as well. Anyway, I'll be using the layout for both Let's Plays. This one's going to have more information because I like teaching. I know more about this game than Fire Red. I can, you know, just go to Google, type in information, you know, get whatever I want. But I like animation. I just like kind of working hard. In this game, since I played it so much, I love Digimon Dawn. Anyway, so layout. The big screen's gonna have whatever's important happening. Sometimes something might be more important. Sometimes something else will be important. It's more the fact it's 50-50 pretty much. And right now, at the bottom, the tiny screen is basically what's not important. So that's the thing. And what else? Oh yeah, the 6 slots up there are the 6 Digimons that I have on my team. 3 of them are blank because I only have 3 Digimons right now, so. And so yeah, that's just that. So I might, you know, cut a couple times in this episode because apparently today, out of all days, Audacity does not want to work. It could be because my computer has like not that much memory space left. It's just the only source of audio capture I have. I don't know of any other ones. So if there's ever any desync, it doesn't really matter because I can try to, you know, wherever the desync starts, I'll just slightly move the commentary over a little bit. You know, it's, oh, I have a solution for it. But it's not, seems like it's not delayed anymore. Anyway, sorry for all I talk, but that's the layout. I also want to get into a new area, like, not this area, but like, where we can run into wild Digimons. There's going to be information of what Digimons you can find in that area. Yeah, I know it's too much, it's Digimon. I like working hard. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go over some of this menu screens. Anyway, there's going to be an extra slot down there, but we don't get that till later. Right here is Digimon. Basically, you can check out your Digimon. You can have up to 6 Digimon. These are the 3 slots. If all 3 of these Digimons die, you have this backup slot. And if you're like, oh, my Digimon's level 1, I'm just level 30, so you can also switch them down there. But anyway, oops, doesn't matter. Traits. Oh, these are, yeah, the techniques are basically the moves, like Pokemon, you have like Fire Blast and all that. These are all the, you can have up to 5, so it's 1 up from Pokemon, that's cool. The traits, basically each Digimon have their own personality, I guess you could say. This one has plus 10 attack and fire, or which fire damage is weakened. How you can tell if the moves are fire? Well, if I go to technique real quick, you can see a fire icon, which is fire. The cross is holy. The fist, I believe that's supposed to represent beast, but it's, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, the support ability though is what a Digimon next to them. For example, you see layouts like this. Basically, the Digimon's here, like where Chronomon is, and Mr. Shine. This Digimon in battle will get extra spirit. I don't know what spirit does. I know I don't even know what that does. I know attack, defense, speed, and attribute. The last reward is, but I don't know what spirit does. It's probably resistance. I don't know. Anyway, this experience basically the holy dark dragon, beast, spirit, machine, aqua, Aquarian, how to say aqua, and insect and plant of the type of Digimon. Basically, like Mr. Shine is a holy type Digimon. So if I kill a holy type Digimon, let's say I beat Mr. Shine, I would get experience in that attribute. So, but if you combine them, like if I had 2 in holy and 5 in beast, I'll have 7 in total. So that still counts as 7. It's just split it in half basically. I don't know why they did that, but as you see in the Digivolution, I need 700 beasts to Digivolve, so it means I have to kill some beast Digimon. So yeah, Digimon and Digivolve throughout is basically Digivolution. Basically, to get this Digimon, I need to be level 1. I got that. So it's gonna be white. But since it's the other one's gray, I need to have got Sunmon, which I can't get until later in the game. So clicking on the Digimon, you can see the next Digivolution, but I can't see past this one. If I Digivolve and then degenerate, I can see the next evolution. It's kind of weird, I don't know why. Anyway, the last tab is Equip. Equip, basically, you equip your Digimon with items to make them stronger and stuff. So anyway, that's everything. You have your item tabs. Items, quest, Tamer information, basically your Pokédex, I guess you can say. Basically, how much Digimon do you have, the Tamer information, how many Digi-Eggs you have seen, and all the Digimon you've seen, and save, because you know what save is. Anyway, let's go. You know, I think whenever my thing starts to lag, I'm just gonna ignore it and just go. If this, it's like, you know, I watch my videos through when I edit just to make sure it's perfect, nothing's wrong. If something does sound out of sync, you know, something like that, I'll just try to find a new audio capture or try to fix it. I can't really think. This happens every time I record. Sometimes it doesn't even happen. Sometimes it does. I don't know, let's just not worry about it. Like, when I was recording a few minutes ago, actually 10 minutes ago I should say, it went through 5 minutes and it started lagging, and then after 5 minutes, like what it did just a few minutes ago. I think it's going to stop after, you know, a couple minutes. I think it's just every time my furnace in the back goes off, I don't know. I'm just going to let it do its thing, and like it stopped. It's basically I push record on this thing ahead of time. I don't know. Technology confuses me. I'll defeat you 3 times in a row. Oh no, you would defeat 3 people in a row, and then you're gonna win. That's kind of how it works. You have to defeat someone 3 times to win, I guess. I don't know, but it's Digimon fighting. Now the third match in the whole tournament determines whether the guy wins or... To be quite honest, you can't lose this. If you try your hardest to lose this, then maybe if you can. But no, you can't lose this. Basically, this is the menu battle screen. Basically, there can be a maximum of 5 Digimons on the screen, and you can attack. Like, we killed him with 1 hit. It's that powerful. Well, maybe that move is, but not much I can say. Winner, David of Lightring. I don't know why we need a referee. I guess since it is a tournament, so it makes sense. But I always picture this referee. By the way, if you're playing Dusk, he has purple hair. Oh, not purple. Yeah, purple, bluish hair, something like that. But yeah, every time I see this referee, I always think of the Beyblade referee. I don't know. Punch. He got punched in the face, so he got a nickname Punch. Thing is, in Digimon, this is like a server you log into, and you get to control yourself and stuff. That's kind of like what Digimon is. These are everyone's usernames, like I kind of think. Like all real guy's name is Ko, like K-O-H, and all username is just David. That's pretty much 5 character username. That's what that's probably why. Anyway, something I want to go over in the fight menu. So, fight, pretty obvious. You choose your move. I'll go over more of that move. If I wanted to move, for example, like Growlmon gives attack, so I want to make sure he's next to both Digimon. So I just put him all 3. I don't even move with Digimon. It's pointless to move your Digimons. Item, defend, flee. Anyway, so in fight, you can see that little tiny square on both top and bottom screen tells you how much area. Like for this one, it's blue, so it's a fixed area. Basically, I can only attack the middle and the far edges. But this one, I can actually choose where I want to go, so I'll attack this guy. There's no point to do that super powerful move because it won't hit anyone. Laxus, on the other hand, can attack this guy. Well, he actually can attack anybody with the strongest move. Now there is a rival in this game, but it's not like Pokemon where you fight him like every once in a while. It's kind of random. Anyway, Gatling Punch is a move that attacks twice, so that's kind of cool. It's basically strong. It's against some bosses and stuff. Especially early on, it's kind of useful to use that. And that's really about it. Now, my brother asked me a question early on. He's like, "Why don't you ask questions in your videos?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, there's really no point to." Well, some people could be like, "Yo, I can ask like, what's your favorite Digimon?" And people could, you know, what's this? I don't know. People could just post the comments. I just can talk about it, and people can actually say it. But first, my favorite Digimon out of the main group, the first season, basically Tai, Matt, Sora, and all them, I gotta say Gabumon, just because his voice was always cool. Gabumon. Since my voice kind of got destroyed as years went on, I used to be able to do Kazooie's, like, you know, from Banjo-Kazooie, the sound effects that Kazooie does. I used to be able to do those perfectly, but not anymore. I used to be able to do Gabumon's voice, but now I can't. I don't think I can do any of the Digimon's voices. Then again, the voice changes from... Actually, no, I think Gabumon's voice was actually the same throughout all the seasons. That's a guy? What? No, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, most likely, yes. Now, since I am using emulator, there's something I want to talk about. I will talk more about it at the end of this Let's Play, because it's going to make more sense at the end. There's one quest in this game, if you play an emulator, you cannot do. Unless there's a feature you can go online with the emulator, then yeah, maybe you can. But if I'm probably not going to do it unless I can get online. If someone's like, oh, this is how you can go online with the emulator, then I might do it. Anyway, this guy has 3 Digimons. Volcanomon and Golemon. Stop spoiling one of my Pokemons. It's Pokemon Fire Red. Volcanomon. Okay, you guys probably already know one of the Pokemon I'm using, if you cared for that. I know a lot of you guys are just here to watch the actual Let's Play, and it's like, oh, I don't care for the explanation. I just like explaining stuff. Kind of. When it comes to RPGs, and especially RPGs I know, I can go into detail with it. But if it's like platformers, I'll just be like, yeah, just go. Anyway, there's a story. I started talking, and then my capture card kind of, not capture card, my audio device started to screw up. And that is, a couple of days ago, I went to a store which is known as Finish Stock. I talk about Finish Stock all the time because it's basically where I go all the time. GameStop kind of sucks now because they don't sell classic games. Unless you consider online, but no, I consider going into the store. This is like an old classic game and stuff like that. But anyway, we went to the store and I'm looking around. Well, Alex was going to buy a PlayStation 2, but he didn't want to, but he ended up buying some other stuff. Anyway, and I was like, looking around, he picked up Crash 1. He's like, whoa, Crash 1. I'm like, you should buy it, you know. And then I looked below, because, you know, it was 2 games stacked on each other. Okay, I can't use that move. The 2 games stacked on each other was one, well, it was Crash on top, and on the bottom was Digimon World 3. I never, well, I played Digimon World 3, I used to emulate it, but I never actually owned it. But I owned the guidebook for it for some strange reason, I don't know why. We bought the guidebook, but never actually owned the game. But yeah, I bought Digimon World 3, and I played a little bit of it. Because, you know, sometimes when I play games, it kind of gets not really boring, but I kind of get like... That same day, I was kind of exhausted. So I bought Digimon World 3. I went back to Alex's house. We went back to his house and we started playing some fighting games and stuff like that. And then he's like, you know, I want to go back to Finish Stock and buy the Crash games. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So we went back there. And, you know, we bought the Digimon. I already bought Digimon. But we bought, you know, the Ape Escape. I can't talk! He bought the Crash games, because, you know, someone only bought Crash 1. So I'm like, man, if someone bought Crash 1 already, I should probably buy Ape Escape, because there's only 1 copy. So I was like, screw it, I'm buying Ape Escape. And that's what happened. I bought Ape Escape 2, so I have a fully fixed copy. I had the copy already, but it was broken. So when I do my Let's Play of Ape Escape, I don't have to worry about it. And during that whole story, my Audacity was like, yay. Anyway, as you guys can see, I'm up to 20 minutes. I don't like long episodes, but I wanted to get to this point, which would take around 20 minutes, unless I speedrun it. I would speedrun this game, but I don't want to. I also want, since I'm using an emulator, I have access to fast forward buttons, which I'll be using in between battles when I'm grinding, because I kind of don't want to. Now the way, the female name in the game is Sayo. It doesn't matter which version you play, the female name is Sayo. Be careful, Sayo is strong. Were you ready to wait? Oh yeah, by the way, in between the battles between, you know, Punch and all them, she was giving us hints, and she also gave us some items. See, HP and MP stuff, which we don't technically need. Actually, we might. No, actually, no, Digimon's fully healed. Never mind, we're good. But if Chronomon gets weak on health, I'll, you know, heal him up, because I need to get some experience, because certain attribute we need. So anyway, next time on Let's Play Digimon World Dawn, we'll continue on and finish off this normal ranked stuff, and most likely, you know, continue the story. See you guys later.